Hello, I am Rafe Pocketwatch, and you are here to watch Pocket Gaming. Yes, I named my gaming channel for a terrible pun. They say start as you mean to go on. Okay, so here is the TF2 Halloween update for 2013. I'm fast forwarding through this stuff because it's less interesting. Took me a while to get through all of my footage. And for some reason, it seemed to lag more, like, recording it from the demo recording I made in-game than if I had just recorded it live. So I apologize for any sort of frame rate issues. And here we are in hell. This is, of course, the sort of big thing this year. This is where you can get some of the achievements and fancy stuff up on the sort of Skull Island up there. Not sure why it's still Skull Island, because I'm pretty sure we weren't in hell last year. So I don't think we were. It's different anyway. And I thought I would be clever. I thought, well, everyone is going to kill each other while going for the stuff, so I'll just be a cloak and dagger spy and sneak my way up there. No one will know I'm there, so they won't kill me. Unfortunately, it is a bit more complicated than that, as it turns out, because it's a race, and one team has to win the race. So, I don't get why the Bombonomicon's still there, particularly, but, yeah, see, I ran into the book there. I did not get the Hat Out of Hell achievement because my team did not win the race. So that's an issue. And here we have one of the other big things, the witching hour, when these sort of magical bridges appear leading over to this clock tower, which I don't think is in the regular version of Hightower, only the event Helltower version. And when you go through that magic portal, it gives you, well, so long as you have some sort of spell book equipped, it gives you one of the more powerful spells. If you look at the icon on my HUD, you will see that I have the Monoculus spell. It summons a Monoculus. As we're about to see, there we go. And of course this is a team-coloured Monoculus, so it will only shoot the enemy team. Won't shoot me, won't shoot my teammates. And this is what happens if you get to the clock tower too late. You get stuck up there with a ghost. I mean, you can just jump off to your death if you choose. Or you can wait until the witching hour comes around again. Of course, the witching hour isn't the only time that the spells are available. You also get them by picking up books which are spawned from the cart, and also from killing people. And during the witching hour, I think some spells will just spawn randomly on the map. And now we're back in hell. So, since I realised I need to win the race, that means I probably need to win the fight. So I thought, let's try Soldier. See if I can actually kill the people. You may have noticed I was switching my weapons a little bit at the start. That's because I tried to change my loadout and it didn't work. It didn't go through for coming into hell. I was supposed to have the black box at this point, and I wish I had, because if I'd had the black box at this point, I'd probably be back to full health. But, I'm doing pretty well. Now I suddenly get killed from behind by... I think I must have been hit by a spell before the heavy punched me. Also, I suddenly remembered that I had a spell, but it was the jumping spell, which is less useful for attacking people. And now I'm a ghost stuck in the lava. I don't need to be stuck in the lava because the ghosts have like infinite double jumps, but I didn't know this at the time, so yeah, I figured it out eventually. Now we've skipped forward a bit. Look at the chat here. So if the winner is decided in hell, does pushing the cart do anything? A good question. Gets you to hell. And that's basically it. There is really no point to actually winning the payload race. You need to win the race to the book once you're in hell to win the round, but actually getting your cart to the end first makes very little difference. Okay, so you get more spells on your side if you win. I think, to be precise, I think you get one more spell on your side if you win. And it's a difficult one to get to, so I don't know how significant that really is in general. Really, it's going to come down to fighting, maybe a bit of sneakiness. So basically, pushing the cart, who pushes the cart faster in this does not matter, which in some ways I feel could be taken as a bit of a commentary on the nature of Hightower as a map. I know some people like Hightower as kind of a mess around map. I don't. And at this point, the reason I'm standing still is because I was editing my HUD. Because you see, of course, the spell indicator just to the right of my health. I didn't actually have that up until this point when I was playing, and this is the point when I was adding the appropriate lines to my HUD, which I'll put in the description. If you have a custom HUD, you will have to add this to your hudlayout.res. Otherwise, you'll just have to use your spells and hope they're useful. And okay, now we are. This is much later. I think. Yes. Okay. Yes. I've skipped forward. This is the round where I eventually win. Jump on the cart. As I've mentioned, pushing the cart really doesn't matter that much. Like, even less so than in standard Hightower, which a lot of people do treat as a sort of team deathmatch map more than anything, because it's just so hard to push the cart. It stalemates so badly. But I liked pushing the cart partly because one of the reasons I don't like Hightower is because I potentially I can get sort of objective focused, like potentially to a fault in video games. But more significantly, of course, pushing the cart gets you the spells, and the spells are the thing about this update that I've been really enjoying. I just wish they'd put them on a different map. So, yeah. Getting spells. As you can see, it randomizes which spell you get each time. And there are some that are really good and some which are less good. The one which I have at the moment is a teleport spell, which is not that much use. I mean, this is another reason why I would love it if they put the spells on a different map, or even on multiple maps. I would quite like that. Like, or if they were just a server thing that could be enabled to just have spells available all the time. Because there are other maps where there would be more interesting areas that you would maybe be able to get to via using the teleport spell. Whereas on this, like, maybe you can get up to the sniper balcony, that's about it. So generally, whenever I got the teleport spell, I mean, you can telefrag people with it, apparently. Well, according to the wiki, if you land the teleport on the ground under someone's feet, it will telefrag them. My own experience is I've basically hit people with the teleport, and it seems to, like, not fully telefrag them, but I spawned where they were and it sort of knocks them back and does a bit of damage. But, you know, that's pretty difficult to do. So mostly, when I've gotten the teleport spell, I've just used it as quickly as possible so I can pick up a different spell. And the same with the, like, high jump spell there. Because there aren't that many kind of interesting places to go with the sort of fancy movement spells on Hightower. It's pretty much sniper balconies, and that's it. I much prefer having the spells that you can kill people with. Partly, admittedly, because there's an achievement for doing it, but...
They're winning! Push!
Also, it's more fun. Yes. Round lasts quite a while. This hill, of course, in regular Hightower, apparently the cart falls back down it if you don't get it up all the way up in one go. I don't actually remember this because I never play Hightower because I really don't like it, as I was being reminded over the sort of hour and a half that I was getting footage for this video. And yeah, as I've said, I really wish they'd just put this Halloween stuff on a different map that I like. Although, I realise, for a means of dispensing spells other than just killing your enemies, payload carts work, so it would have to be a payload race map, and none of the stock payload race maps are that good, to be honest, in my opinion. I just don't. I have no issues with the game mode, I just don't like the maps. Yeah, see, here, I think I was trying to telefrag the sniper on the cart there, and it just wasn't working. Haunted Llama Sheep is a pretty good name, I have to say. And yes, while they've taken out that bit of cart falling back, which would always be a massive stalemate, they've left in the secondary massive stalemate point, which is raising the cart to the top. But okay, managed it, and here we go into hell. Yeah, Soldier with Black Box, I would say, is a pretty good option. Oh, okay. Actually, I think that's another difference for if you win the payload race, you start out overhealed when you arrive in hell. But regardless, Black Box Soldier pretty good because you keep healing yourself by shooting. And so obviously you'll stay alive longer. I know I saw one guy was having a fair amount of success as a heavy, just having loads of health. Regardless, I realised I'd had so many troubles with falling in that small gap as a ghost that I just didn't want to risk it as a soldier. I didn't want to risk that I would fall in the lava and fail to get the book because I couldn't do the platforming, so I rocket jumped over it. And here we go, I get the achievement. And so now, since then, I've just been sort of messing around, killing people with spells and being a pyro in hell so that I can air blast people into the lava, because you also get an achievement for that, and it's fun. And this is what happens if you go the other way in hell, away from the island. There is a massive lava fall down into more lava.
Yes, 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 yes!
And that's it. See you in hell, I guess. Or not.